Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com. Yet another video on CBCTs and clear aligners. Today we're going to talk about ClearCorrect specifically because that's probably the number 2 aligner brand that I'm using. For the most part, I have moved away from every aligner brand but Invisalign. Just some of the ones I liked, they fell apart, they stopped existing. Some of the other ones I was trying were just too junk. They just weren't, the cases weren't finishing even though the treatment plans were good. So I just assumed it was the production or the software that had an issue. And some of the other ones are just too janky. So pretty much just using Invisalign right now. But I like ClearCorrect. And my only issue with ClearCorrect is that I haven't found a way to integrate CBCTs, and I'm just struggling with this because I don't understand if Straumann has it. Straumann, come on, you sell scanners, you sell machines that take CBCTs, imaging machines. Why would you not? And I'm assuming this is something, I mean, obviously Straumann is known for being the implant company. So why wouldn't you? I mean, it just seems like it would be like a no-brainer if they're going to be doing less kid stuff and more adult stuff with their aligners. I mean, obviously they don't have any of the R&D on the kid stuff that I love for Invisalign, the MA, the IPE, any of that stuff, the blocks, the wings, the eruptive guidance pontics, that's all Invisalign aligned technology. So what can ClearCorrect do? ClearCorrect is pretty good for adults. I mean, I don't have a problem with it for adults as long as I can steer the boat. But obviously, one of the tools that I use is the TMT. This is a little cut off, but if you go, it's hiding. It's under tools or something. And make sure you click on cumulative, and then there's upper and lower. And then you can look at your tooth and see cumulative throughout the treatment, how much extrusion, how much buccal movement, how much lingual movement. Obviously, things I want to know if I'm taking a CBCT is, well, the plan has, say, tooth number 7 moving buccally 0.25 millimeters or whatever, Can I move it? If it's already out of the bone or at the cortical plate, well, no, then you can't. I mean, in kids, sometimes bone moves with teeth, but in adults, it usually does not. So I like to make a safe plan. If you don't know what a safe plan is, you can go into my YouTube channel, look up safe plan, and read all about that. But yeah, I mean, you can go old school, take a CBCT and see if you can move that tooth. I mean, from these slices, occlusal slices, you can see if there's bone. I mean, that's old school, right? That's old school. We even used to do that with shifts, with PAs. We used to do with occlusal x-rays. This is nothing new. This is stuff that we did in the 90s and 2000s. I mean, it's not that special. You can still use analog CBCTs to know what to do. Or you can use companies like beam readers out there. I'm sure there's AI that does it as well. I mean, I don't teach doctors how to use AI because AI isn't teaching doctors how to think. It's just giving them an answer, and that's not how I operate. But I'm sure you can use AI to see if there is bone in certain areas, and then you can just extrapolate as long as you understand how your teeth are moving. Now, if you're just hocus pocus magically moving teeth and just going with the plan, well, then that's not going to work, right? So, look at the tooth, look and see if you can move the teeth a certain way, look at what they're doing. You should have a plan. On any adult, you should know how you're going to create space if there's crowding. Can I move teeth buccally? Can I move teeth labally? Do I need to do IPR? Do I need to do sequential distalization? Do I need to pull out teeth? Those are our major ways that we create space, right? This CBCT or regular x-rays should be able to tell you what to do. It's not that hard. But yeah, you can ask beam readers specific questions. Obviously, you should tell them to do an airway analysis. That's a no-brainer. If you have a big FOV or big enough to do that, that's super smart. Because if I do an airway analysis, if it already has potentially a small airway just based on volume, of course, this isn't telling you if your patient has sleep apnea or sleep disrupted breathing. That's a more active thing. We're just talking about, is the existing volume in a vertical position of the patient not lying down? It's going to change when they lie down, right? Because it's a sac. It's going to change. The volume's going to change. But if in a vertical position it's already smaller than average, well, that's going to tell me that I probably don't want to make it any smaller, and I probably don't want to move teeth inwards, and I probably don't want to move teeth backwards. But if I'm looking at the CBCT and I see all the incisors and the teeth are already at the bone level, at the cortical plate, and then I probably can't move things out, and I probably can't move things forward. So now I'm kind of stuck, right? So as long as the bite is pretty good, I can leave things where they are, create some IPR or pull out some teeth and do a safe plan. There's nothing wrong with that. So you can ask beam readers specific questions like that. Can you analyze airway? Can you analyze the position of 7? Is it possible for me to move 7 buccally? Ask specifically what you want to know. Ask and you shall receive. Ask questions. If you just send them and say ortho report, well, they're not going to put a lot of effort out, right? Ask them, if I try to extrude number 11, is it going to collide with number 10? I mean, just things like that. Ask all the questions that you have. And this is why you really need to learn how to use a company, a dental radiology company, and the TMT, and you can use AI if you want, but I'm not going to help you with that part. So anyways, yes, you can still use AI. You can still use TMT. You can still use companies like beam readers to make sure you have a really great aligner plan, even if your aligner company does not integrate CBCTs into their plan. But I imagine, unless Invisalign has some type of patent on this, which they can't because Spark and some other companies are doing it, not well, but they're doing it, so they can't have a patent. So I'm sure this is a matter of time before Straumann releases this software upgrade. Don't know when. As always, if you are from Straumann, I have lost all my people I can talk to. I had someone temporarily in Boston and then they disappeared. Listen, I'm in Boston all the time. My son goes to MIT. I volunteer there. I help with the athletic events. I'm there all the time. If you're in Boston and you're with Straumann, give me a holler. I would love to chat with you next time I go to Boston, which is in February. All right, thanks so much.